As the Oklahoma Tourism Department wrestles with shrinking budgets, state tourism officials are considering closing or transferring more state parks. The agency has already given up control of Walnut Creek State Park in Osage County. State Impact reporter Logan Layden visited with some of Walnut Creek's last campers and those who rely on the park for their economic survival.
I'm pretty saddened. We came here forever. My dad used to love to come here fish.
After 4 decades of coming to Walnut Creek State Park, Robert Foster and his wife pack out their camp for what could be the final time and reminisce about all the fun their family had here.
Our favorite time was horseshoes. My dad, we'd be camping next to my dad, and my alarm clock in the morning was horseshoes clinging. He'd be clinging the horseshoes together to get me to come out to play. But he told me if he couldn't play horseshoes, he wouldn't come. We even done a eulogy of my dad here.
Foster says he was shocked when a park manager stopped by to tell him the gates would be closing early this year and might never open again.
We didn't know it was going to close so soon, so I had my mom, she's 76, and her and my sister and niece came up for the day. And then yesterday, I had my buddy Bob McCrae and Donna McCrae. They came up and fished with me a little bit. I used to build grills when I welded.
It's a sad day for Foster. He has a lot of memories of spending time out here with late family members, and now the park might die too.
We grew up here as kids. My mom and dad, they used to have family reunions here.
But in the tiny town of Prue, less than a mile from the park, there's real concern about what Walnut Creek's closure will mean for the handful of local businesses, like Ken's convenience store just down the road from the park entrance.
Thank you, darling.
Behind the counter, Mashonda Aguirre says the small store is enjoying one last bump in business as the park closes for the season and possibly for good.
It actually called the store and asked us if we know when the actual closing day is, because we heard it was supposed to close in September, and then we were told that it was going to close in October.
Really?
So we've had a lot of people calling just to see if it's still open and wanting to get out here right before they close so they can spend one last weekend out here before they close it down.
The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers owns the land Walnut Creek is on, and there's talk of the Corps scraping some money together to operate the park or selling it to the Osage Nation. If history is any guide, there's a good chance the park will be open under new management next season, but nothing is assured.
For the most part, it's a pretty sad deal, and I hope that they revise it.
For State Impact, I'm Logan Layden.